Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Blubberbutter, and welcome back to Deus Ex Human Revolution. Now, this is the limb clinic. There's a guard over there, which is I'm crouching, but as you can see the line that's piling up here, the recall up there on the news. The very fact that they're causing a panic about this makes me very suspicious about this new chip implant. I don't think I'm going to go through with this. The fact that they give me the option not to is even more,
urging people to visit their local limb clinics immediately to have the focal chips.
Okay, we'll just go inside and take a look around, but I'm not going to get it. I don't think. It just sounds really suspicious to me.
One moment.
Oh, yeah.
他们怎么能够把那么危险的东西丢进
你也
市场
感觉到了。
啊
I'm sorry, I don't want to talk right
Sir,
now. I'm
sir,
worried about this recall.
could I borrow a minute of your time?
Oh, is this a quest?
I am not mistaken. You are Mr. Jensen, right?
No.
It depends. Who's asking?
I am sorry, Mr. Jensen. I am being impolite. My name is Wing Hui.
Wing
I
Hui?
am a doctor here.
I can see that. What I really meant to ask is, how do you know who I am?
Yes, of course. Excuse me, for I am a bit nervous. Bell Tower agents were here a while ago, looking for a man who fits your description. When I heard what they were saying of you, it occurred to me that you might be exactly the person I need.
Need for what, exactly? Tread carefully, Doc, because I'm about one step away from losing my patience here.
No,
That's not what I meant.
please, you misunderstand. I only wish to talk to you about something, and it is not an easy subject to discuss, as it is a rather sensitive matter.
Okay.
Truly, Mr. Jensen, I would never force anyone to do something against their will. On that, you have my word.
Glad to hear it. So what's this all about then?
I'm afraid I won't be able to go into very much details. Not before I know you are really willing to help.
Okay.
But I need someone to help me to stop a very dangerous augmented soldier, and possibly his squad.
Oh, fun.
If everything Bell Tower said of you is true, then you would seem the good fit for this job.
Sure.
Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me more.
Thank you. Now please, understand that I am to give you sensitive information on multiple parties.
Okay.
I understand, Doc. You can count on my discretion.
I appreciate it, Mr. Jensen. Obviously, you are familiar with Bell Tower and the role they have in this city. What you may not be familiar with, however, is the fact that sometimes they contract limb doctors like myself to work in private clinics on special projects.
What
Okay.
kind of special projects?
What you Americans call black operations. Bell Tower selects some of their best soldiers and make them to be super augmented with experimental, top-secret hardware.
Not to sound too jaded, Doc, but none of that comes as a big surprise. Stuff like that's been going on for years.
Yes. Your government and mine have both been guilty of this practice, I am sure. But Bell Tower is not a government. They are a private corporation. A private army on sale to the highest bidder.
Is this about
sure.
stopping Bell Tower then? Because as much as I might hate them right now, I'm only one man.
No. It is not all of Bell Tower I need help with. It is just one of their covert operatives, a man named Michael Zelazny. He was implanted with experimental hardware, and to an extent that is way beyond legal regulations. I am ashamed to say I have operated on him myself, and he has been used in countless secret operations for the Chinese and others.
I'm being
Sounds like
nice
the
here.
type of man you don't want to see going out of control.
Precisely. Yet, about a month ago, I have heard rumors that Mr. Zelazny and part of his unit had gone rogue. And 2 weeks later, a city official was killed in a perfectly staged operation. I am certain it was them. And then, a few days ago, Mr. Zelazny contacted me himself. He needed urgent help with one of his squad mates' augmentations.
I take it you said you would help.
They sent me to the back store of a meat shop near Pandang Road, in the Yutzao district. There, I performed emergency repairs on one of the agent's augs, a servo replacement. I believe this back store is their hideout, Mr. Jensen. You must go there and make Mr. Zelazny hear reason.
I'll do what I can.
I am sure you are up to the task. Mr. Zelazny is a soldier, not a maniac. Your unique situation will no doubt resonate with him. And if things do turn sour and he must be terminated, I think you are quite a good candidate to get it done. Or at least survive.
Okay. Well, I didn't expect to get a quest. This will be a side quest mission, guys. A video. So I'm trying not to kill them at first. This isn't a go and eliminate them. This is a go try to reason with him, and then if things go sour, eliminate them. And he did say terminate, not just... Sorry. Funny how they still have the same kind of mentality of you're in forbidden territory, not the I'm actually being hunted as a fugitive. But, you know, whatever.
You look familiar. Are you on TV?
No, not me. Oh, this area! I hacked this area a while back. I said it was rather sketch and weird. Is there more here? Why is he dead? I didn't kill him. Pocket secretary. Feels this location is no longer secure. He's planning to move down below. I heard some of the team talking about a safe spot in the sewers. Situation getting tense. I'm afraid they're on to me. I caught one of them poking through my shit. When can you move in and take these guys down? We need to get out of here. Oh. Well. Gee, dude. I'm sorry. Okay, so... Wait, what does that mean? What am I supposed to do now? This one. Read the dead agent's pocket secretary. I did, didn't I? I didn't mean to pull that out. I read the pocket secretary. What? Why is it not registering that? Okay, it looks like there's a bit of a glitch here. Let me try reloading and see what happens. Still says I should read his pocket secretary. Okay. I think that's a glitch. Anyway, I need to go look for some sewers, I guess, since this game's not going to help me. Hopefully doesn't mean that I can't actually complete it. Alright, I actually figured out where I needed to go. I had to do a little bit of digging. Apparently this mission, at least in this one, which is the director's cut version, is glitched and does not show you where you need to go because it doesn't register that thing as being read, but I can complete it. It's not totally broken. It's just down here. So if you look on the map, I am in the, what district am I in? Diagon something district. And you're down in this area where you were before, where the guards are watching you up there. So I'm down here in this poor slummy area, and this is the sewer access I need. And sure enough, ugly faces are over there. So do I have to kill them, or can I got a practice point for that. Let me see. What are my objectives here? Objectives! No. There. Time to deal with Zelazny and his men. I could always shoot first and ask questions later, but Dr. Wing told me I might also try reasoning with these guys. That sounds an awful lot like I'm supposed to talk. Please don't shoot me. They seem pretty content to just ignore me, actually.
They send you?
If you're talking about your former buddies at Bell Tower, the answer is no.
Wait a minute. You're Jensen, right? I heard that some of my former buddies have been looking for you.
Oh?
Could be. What's it to you?
When a stranger sojourns with you in your land, you shall not do him wrong.
You've dropped the Merc gig to become a man of the cloth?
Hardly. I just have an interest in theology.
Definitely Alpha.
And I love quoting the book. Everything in it is so evocative. Now, tell me, are you here to stop me?
Not necessarily.
Not exactly. I'm here on behalf of someone who wants you to understand reason.
Let me guess. Dr. Wing, right?
Well, now
He's a good man,
beta.
and I know he's only trying to do what he thinks is right. But he doesn't quite grasp the whole picture here.
Then why don't you enlighten me? Start by explaining why you went rogue.
When an average man decides he no longer shares his employer's views and opts to leave, we say he's handing in his resignation. When men like us do the same, it's called going rogue. You can't quit a job like ours, Jensen. You know that.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, I can relate. But you still haven't answered my question. And what do you mean when you say you no longer share your employer's view?
Back in the US, when I first got into the Army, I did it because I wanted to serve my country. I believed in its values. I believed in its government. Back then, I believed that by serving my government, I was serving the people it was supposed to protect.
Nice sentiment. But you don't work for the US anymore, you work for Bell Tower.
Times change, Jensen. You know the story. Capitalism's final encroachment on one of the most lucrative industries in the history of mankind. War got privatized. The US military offloaded its special operations to PMCs like Blue Water Global and Bell Tower. I believed that as long as they were working for the government, they were serving the same cause. So when they offered me the chance to work on major operations at twice the pay grade, I made my jump.
I kind of want to know where this is going.
Why don't we just skip to when things went sour?
Bell Tower outfitted us with top-notch augmentations. The kind of stuff civilians never hear about. Gave us a massive edge over the enemy. Later, seeing as my unit was one of the most successful ones, they selected us for a special program. Top secret, experimental tech. Told us we would get to work on critical black ops for the US government. But there was a price to pay.
Go on.
We had to be implanted with a neural hub that manipulates memory centers in the brain. Basically controlling what you can and cannot remember.
And you agreed to this?
Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves.
I know that one.
The augmentation was supposed to keep us safe, make sure we'd never remember details if we fell behind enemy lines. That was the main function. The second one, the one they didn't tell us about, was to lower our inhibitions.
Could have told
Make
you
us
that.
more receptive to orders we'd likely disobey. Bell Tower turned us into the perfect mercs.
If you were so perfect, and the hub made you so perfect, how did it fail? How come they didn't outfit the whole agency?
I told you the tech was experimental. After a couple of ops, I started experiencing memory shifts, remembering bits and fragments of past operations. Slowly, I realized some of these operations couldn't logically have been orchestrated by the government. I was asked to do highly questionable things, even by professional standards.
Aren't we all?
Not like this, Jensen. Our services have been sold to corrupt officials in the American and Chinese governments. A combination of lies and use of the neural aug made sure we complied. We were working for a shadow government. Individuals corrupted by a quest for personal power.
So how'd you get out of it?
I confronted the project director. He quoted Apocalypse Now. You have to have men who are moral, and at the same time who are able to utilize their primordial instincts to kill without feeling. I forced him to disconnect the hub, for me and my squad mates here. And then I killed him. I went through his files and contacts. I know who these corrupt men are now. They've turned us into killing machines, and now they'll get to experience their experiment firsthand.
This is, This is, definitely some kind of moral... This is... I don't actually know what to do. On one hand, I understand what he's doing. Let's see if we can convince him not
Listen,
to.
I have no doubt these men deserve to die. But you can't simply pass judgment on people. Nothing gives you that right. You have to turn yourself in. Play this by the book.
I'm afraid that's impossible. These men I killed, and these men I'm going to kill, they have names, families. Their deaths shouldn't be erased from my memory by some electronic software. They should haunt me, taunt me, until I finally meet our Lord and pay for my sins. But the men behind this, they deserve to die. And I think there's poetry in the fact that they engineered their own demise.
Okay, so I have two choices here. Let's see if I can, He's obviously alpha. But he also had definite beta, too. Let's try a piece.
Listen, nobody here is saying you're wrong to think these men deserve to pay. I agree with you. But make them pay in accordance to the law, not by breaking it.
It's a cute little toy you have there, Jensen. But don't waste your time. Your Cassie won't work on me.
Okay. Well, I'm given two choices. I can either fight him or let him go. I don't want to fight him. I think I could beat him easily. But, I think in this situation, given two choices, killing him or letting him go. I think I'm gonna have to let him go.
I think you're wrong.
I hope
But
I'm making the right
It's my
decision.
place to try to stop you either. Do what you have to do.
I appreciate that, Jensen. I didn't want you to die for a cause that isn't yours.
Oh, really? I easily could have taken him, and we know this, but whatever. So now I go get to return to the dude and tell him why I didn't do what he wanted me to. So that's nice.
Hey, Jensen. Zelazny here.
Zelazny? How'd you get this frequency?
You're no stranger to top-secret augmentations, Jensen. You figure it out. In the meantime, just want to let you know I've contacted some of my old pals at Bell Tower. Got them to reassign a couple of local patrols. You should have a few less problems to deal with for a while.
Nice.
Don't mention it.
Thanks, dude. Hey, that was actually really nice. Alright, let's go talk to, what's his dick, and, probably get chewed out for not doing what he wanted me to.
So? You have found Zelazny? I cannot stress enough the importance of this task, Mr. Jensen.
I found him.
Really, Mr. Jensen? You have been able to make him understand reason? Will he turn himself in?
Ah. I should tell the truth.
It's a long story, Doc. I tracked Zelazny and his men. They were hiding in the sewers. And after talking to him, I decided to let him go.
What? But he is a dangerous man, Mr. Jensen. You should not have done this.
Convinced?
The men Zelazny's after are far more dangerous than he is. His methods are extreme, but I think his cause is justified. To be honest, Doc, I believe what he wants isn't that different from you. An honorable government free of corruption. They could use a man like you.
I had not foreseen such a thing. I don't know, Mr. Jensen. You seem to believe that the end justifies the means.
Not really.
But I don't know. I'll have to think about this. Here is a praxis kit. It's all I have.
Well, thank you.
Go away.
Oh, is he mad at me? Or is that something they programmed him to say no matter what? Assuming that he didn't agree with me. I don't know. I tried to convince him, and I don't necessarily agree in real life or in the game. I don't think the end justifies the means. If I'm given the choice to either kill this guy or let him go, I choose to let him go. First of all, because I don't need to kill the guy. He didn't do anything wrong to me, and I do understand his ideas, even if I don't really agree with his methods. But you know. Whatever. Let's go finish this other quest now. The one that I started a while back.
Returning to tonight's biggest...
Oh, look, an accident. Someone just got punched in the face here. Let me steal anything. He doesn't have anything. Whatever. Okay. Hold on. Matter of discretion, millionaire Hugh Darrow needs my help with something, but he hasn't given me any details. He said I could go get to the meeting by associate of his, Meng Yao. She's waiting for me above Yuan Meng Road. Or, I'm not even going to try to pronounce those names unless I've heard them. Anyway, so here is the associate.
Let's hope it's as good as they say. Mr. Jensen, right? Thank you for your time. I am Meng Yao,
Meng
an
Yao.
associate of Mr. Darrow's. I'm in charge of one of his divisions here in Hengsha. You come highly recommended.
Really?
Your boss described you as a most precious asset.
Really?
Apparently, you are very efficient and always get the job done. We could definitely use a man like you for this operation.
Let's hope his confidence is well placed then.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Mr. Darrow doesn't trust just anyone. We need you to help us stop a group of terrorists
Oh,
who
hey,
are
that sounds
threatening
like a
the
good, cool
Panchea
project.
It is not an easy task. Are you sure you are up to it?
Why not?
Okay, I'll help out.
Excellent. Here's the situation. It has come to our attention that these terrorists possess highly classified proprietary information about Panchea. We've been able to convince them to sell it to one of our agents, a man named Lofay. The meeting is supposed to take place near the Alice Garden pods in the
Everything
Dagon
takes place
district.
there.
And you want me to crash this meeting?
Actually, there will not be a meeting. We are sending you alone to ensure Mr. Fay's safety. The terrorists will not be expecting that, and will have the information with them on a data chip.
Oh, they could be expecting
You
it.
have to neutralize all of the sellers and retrieve the chip so you can bring it to me.
I don't get it. If Faye set up the meeting, why risk sending me in his stead? Why doesn't he or even some of your other agents drop in on the sellers and take the chip?
Because Mr. Darrow wants an absolute guarantee that there will be no casualties. We will not play by their rules. We want them arrested and questioned, then properly prosecuted and sentenced.
Fair enough.
This will require stealth and efficiency.
I don't know. I
That's
don't really
why
like
a
playing
man
stealthy.
With your particular skills will be indispensable.
Indispensable. Yeah, got it. Don't want to hear anything else about
Let's
it.
do this.
Let's do this. Ugh. I'm such a badass. I can fly. But only downward. Also known as falling. Okay, let's, head over. Oh, good! It was like right next to me. I love it when they don't make me travel more than is necessary. Don't forget limb clinics. I don't trust limb clinics right now. Like, all over the news are telling people to go get their chips replaced. This sounds like, you can call me crazy, but it sounds kind of like a conspiracy theory to me. So, conspiracy theory. Just conspiracy. So, no. Hi, buddy. I knocked out that dude. He saw me. Hi. Oops. Oh. Oh, they're all over here. Okay. Smack! I don't know why, if I'm being stealthy, I turn around so they can see my face. There you go. Let's take the data chip. There we go. Dude, you saw nothing.
世界卫生组织发布了召回公告。
Nope, don't plan on it. It's all conspiracy. Okay, I'm back. Hi. Did
You
it.
must get that chip back, Mr. Jensen.
No, I did it, and I was faster than you thought.
I got the chip. The sellers are out cold.
Excellent work. Seems Mr. Darrow was right to trust you. We will send people to take care of the terrorists. Could I see the chip?
I just saved, right? Let's see
How
what's
about you tell me what's on it first?
Blackmail, Mr. Jensen? Don't waste your time. I won't tell you anything. Besides, there are stones better left unturned. Might as well just give me the chip and leave it at that.
I get that you're in a tough position. You feel you'd be betraying your employer's trust by giving me proprietary information. But Sarah and Dow are friends, and they sent me here because they both trust me.
Mind control.
Trust you? This is business, Mr. Jensen. And in business, trust is a word with no meaning. Now, will you please give me the data chip?
Ah, she's just not affected by it. Okay, so they gave me the choice for nothing, because there's nothing I could have done anyway. So,
Alright, take it.
Good. Now get lost.
really?
It seems David has a flair for choosing his people, Mr. Jensen. You have done me a great service today.
Glad I could help. I just wish I knew what this was all about.
You never know, Mr. Jensen. One day, you just might.
What does that mean? Well. Okay. Anyway, this has been a fun video. Did 2 side quests, probably just one video because the one was really short and the other was kind of long, so we'll see. It's separated into 2 videos actually a couple days apart, so if you're hearing a distinct change in the quality of my voice, that's why. Also, in case you haven't noticed, I'm getting a lot better from my sickness. So with that, I'm gonna stop. You all have a great day. And I, Mr. Blubberbutter, we'll see you later. Bye.